Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here, and today we are looking at some more classic New Mutants. Can't wait to share these two issues with you, issues 13 and 14. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and let's get right into it. Alright, so another trip down New Mutants memory lane. One of my favorite comic books of all time. I love the New Mutants. I always have such a great classic roster of characters. One of the first spin-off books from the X-Men, the X-Babies, the arguably like the, junior X-Men team, who've proven their own worth and merit over and over again. Such great classic characters that I love and cherish always. Like I said, this is one of my favorite covers of all time. Did I say that? This is one of my favorite covers of all time. Because it features one of my favorite characters of all time, Kitty. And I always loved like the storyline of, Professor Xavier is a jerk trying to put her in the New Mutants, which, is a dick move. But, I mean, she would be with her peers. She could work on her, she has proven herself over and over again with the X-Men. I mean, and then she'd go on to become a ninja and all this shit anyway. So I guess she really didn't need to chill with the New Mutants. Even though she could, Ilyana's her best friend, was a member of the New Mutants. So why wouldn't she want to hang out with her? Brett Blevins cover. It's funny because this style is sort of like transitionary for Brett Blevins. I feel like he started with a more traditional comic book art style and then very much leaned into the cartooniness, especially during his run with Louise Simonson later on, inked by Terry Austin, where people had like lollipop bodies with the big heads and the skinny bodies. I mean, arguably, used to add youth or whatever. I was fine with it. I know one person watching hates that art, but, Philip, you're entitled to your opinion. Okay. Chris Claremont, writer. Sal Buscema, penciler. Tom Mandrake, finisher. Tom Orzechowski, letterer. Glynis Wein, colorist. Louise Jones, before she was Simonson, editor. I love how quickly and easily, I want to call her Louise Simonson. But, I mean, Louise Jones was a contender, okay? She was, ex-editor and, all that jazz. Making a name for herself before becoming Mrs. Simonson and becoming a badass writer on, books like New Mutants and X Factor and Superman and yada, yada, yada. So, Mara, Juliana, Olivia, Aguila, late of the lost city of Nova Roma. I mean, that is a drag queen introduction right there. Super epic. I love Magma. That's what I also love about the New Mutants is like the core team members, the original five, I guess it was Bobby, Sam, Rain, Shan, and Danny. And then the additions, all the extra characters added were like equally as good, like Ilyana and Magma, Warlock, Doug Ramsey. Not a wasted character, let me tell you. Can't speak much of Modern New Mutants, haven't really read it. I feel like it stayed kind of true to this core, but who knows? They're screwing things up so badly. Did we talk? I usually am so art focused. Sal Buscema, penciler, and Tom Mandrake, finisher. I do like this art combination. I have such a new appreciation for Sal Buscema's art as an adult. I always thought, I think I was always pretty neither here nor there and liked it less or more depending on who inked him. But he never really blew me away. But now I have nothing but mad respect for what a great comic book storyteller and sort of, prolific artist he was. And I did want to mention that this is also a rare appearance, comic book wise, of the Ariel costume, which I feel like was designed by Paul Smith, and she wore maybe one or two issues of Uncanny X-Men, I think 167, 168 or something like that during Paul Smith's run. Didn't live very long. I don't know how other people felt about it, but I absolutely love that costume. So, and I thought it was odd that it had appeared in green before and it was baby blue on this cover. But since baby blue is my favorite color, I was super excited about it. But it is things like that that you notice as a child, and you're like, huh? I always kind of like this Xavier projecting his thoughts kind of head thing with these great color holds. That's how you do a special effect in the 80s in comic books, you know. Now you have like Photoshop and Procreate and Clip Studio all at your disposal. But back in the day, you had to, if you're that Tom Mandrake, you're like taking probably a 102 hunt, or not, a 102 nib maybe, and doing this like hatching pattern back here, which is like a common anchor thing. But it adds like texture to the page, which is kind of needed because you have like black and white back here, and then sort of, you know, gives your eye something to look at. This is hysterical. I don't know. This panel needs to be a meme for some reason. Maybe I should try to make that happen. I mean, it's hilarious. I love them all in position, except for Sam being awkward and in character. I love that. That's a cool transitional panel there. The danger room, the unmistakable danger room. Xavier, what are you doing with your wheelchair in the danger room? That is dangerous. You better be careful. You don't want anything dangerous to happen while you're in the danger room in your wheelchair. I don't recommend you hanging out in the danger room in your wheelchair. I mean, what if tentacles flew out, or flames, or, you know, some other supervillain torture device? Like, the danger room is kind of ridiculous anyway. I mean, I lived for it when I was younger, but now it seems silly in a lot of ways. I mean, I guess a lot of it seems silly, but that's the magic of comic books. You fell for it all, hook, line, and sinker at the time. Beauty and the Beast, and what a beautiful piece of art that is. I don't know who's drawing this, but I want to say Bill Sienkiewicz might be involved in the inking. Anyway, leave it to me. Oh my God, we get to end with John Byrne. How exciting is that? I mean, before we go to the next issue. But John Byrne, whatever, drawing 2 monthly books and covers, pinups. John, can you draw a new piece of art for the subscription? Give us the Inhumans and like Christmas. Sure, no problem. Here you go. He-Man video game, which looks so archaic, doesn't it, guys? They've come a long way, baby. Technology. New Mutants number 14, the final issue in today's look back. Great cover by Tom Mandrake there. I love Sim. Such a great character. Oh my gosh, loving it. Chris Claremont writer, Sal Buscema penciler, Tom Mandrake finisher. I almost wish Tom Palmer would have been inking this issue since it's a magic based story, and he's the one who inked, I believe, the miniseries. Tom, Louise, Glynis, Jim, they're all in the house. The Bloodstones. Oh my gosh. Like, it's so satanic. I love it. But, you know, it was fiction. It was fine. It was popular. I mean, is this during the Satanic Panic? Probably. Must be on everyone's radar. The Marvel tryout book. Such promise, such disappointment. No 12-year-old's gonna get a job at Marvel. Or however old I was at the time. Probably not 12. Probably 10. Who knows? Whatever. When you're not completely upfront about your age, it's hard to keep track, okay? Anyway. I mean, this is funny because this is like leading up to like the Bill Sienkiewicz storyline, and everything changes. I love that. Like, that's such a great, thoughtful use of Zipatone right there. You get juxtaposition with the spotting of blacks, the negative space there. I love that. Their car surrounded by fire. They're transported to limbo. Limbo lower now. Oh my God, I never made that connection before. Limbo is underneath, and like you're limboing under a pole or whatever. Am I right? Belasco, one of the other greatest. I mean, interestingly enough, it kind of makes you wonder, like, and I don't know, I guess this says probably what I don't know about Mephisto, but Did Chris Claremont create Belasco for this storyline? I believe these are all like original characters, which is great because I think it's awesome. But you would think like with a character like Mephisto at your disposal, you would have tried to use someone like him instead. But whatever. Sliving for Belasco. I mean, that's such a great panel there. That's so evocative of like John Buscema. Love it. Sal rolling in his grave. He's like, I'll never stop being compared to my brother, even posthumously. I was going to say post-mortem, but that would have been gross. Da 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 da. Well, here's our Christmas postcard. Oh, X-Men. We just got home from Japan or somewhere, and sure enough, there's a freaking volcano in the living room and a car. Wow, interesting. And you wanted me to be part of the New Mutants, Professor. You're so wackadoodle. Anyway, ooh, and an ad for Secret Wars. Do love that Mike Zucker. Oh, and another Kitty is Ariel. So, I mean, they tried to make it happen. It didn't happen. It was short-lived. Love it. Anyway, we're getting closer to the Bill Sienkiewicz issues. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Share my content. Yada, yada, yada. See you later. Bye.